Up ahead in our Friday night coverage, Mets baseball as New York goes up against the Philadelphia Phillies. Should be one to remember.
We'll see Cole Hamels. He'll go to the mound to pitch this game. 2K Sports presents our MLB broadcast. So glad you're there. Citizens Bank Park. This is the home of the Phillies. So, Steve, how do you think you'll go about handling these Mets bats today?
Well, it's southpaw on the mound today, and this one is going to have to be on top of his game. And when he's on, he's usually pretty darn good. But this is a quality lineup he's facing, which means he's going to have to really execute his pitches to get out of jam.
Terry Collins has set the lineup, and here it is. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, you think about what David Wright has had to endure being a New York Met for his entire career. Not only has the pressure of playing in New York been one thing, but the pressure to try to be the voice, the face, and the middle of the lineup bat for his team. The pressure that's been on this young man from day one, and he has carried it and carried that torch well.
It's going to be Torres now, and we're ready to get things started.
Center fielder, number 56, Andre Torres.
Hamels sets and throws. First pitch, fastball, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. Retiring Torres. That's one away.
That's about as easy as it gets. He could have caught that one in his back pocket.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy.
Well, last year the Mets had a hard time getting anything going for an extended period of time. But one area of success, they did have 43 wins on the road in 2011, second best in the National League East.
To right center. That falls in. First hit of the ball game. You take a look at the Mets' success on the road. Comes down to the offense. Trying to translate those numbers into runs, Steve.
Oh, that's right, Gary. They did not pitch very well on the road, but they did have the second best team batting average on the road last year. And the offense picked up their pitchers when they needed to.
Right is the batter.
Well, Cole Hamels can often be the forgotten man with so many other guys in the rotation, but he is a certified ace on most every other team. He's the #1 starter in 2011. Was a tremendous season for him.
A 1-0 pitch. That one swung on and missed by Wright. That'll even it up. And as for Cole Hamels, right now in his career, the one thing you can say, he is very consistent.
Well, again, 14 wins, 2.79 ERA, close to 200 strikeouts, second year in a row, and he pitched phenomenally well in the postseason.
And it's a called strike to Wright. Wright fouls that one away. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Rollins will field. And Wright retired. That's two gone. We'll take a quick look at how Philadelphia lines up on the diamond defensively. So, John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, Chase Utley was brought in here for his bat. He made the major leagues as a hitter. He had to work really hard to become a very, very good second baseman. When he first came up, he was a defensive liability. Now he's one of the stalwarts in the middle infield.
Davis into the batter's box. He got 5 hits and 25 ABs last season off the Phillies.
Well, and he just had his numbers. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat to the entire staff and say, you know what, they were just better than me. Maybe he can turn it around this year.
Hamels finds the strike zone, no swing on it.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting his spots and with great velocity.
Here's the pitch. And Ike Davis watching that one go by. It's a ball, and the count is even.
Now throwing that curveball down and in, he changes speeds to get the hitter off balance, but that pitch down and inside can get hurt if he leaves it hanging over the plate.
Swung on line to right center field, and that's a base hit. Davis on board. Murphy on his way to third. And the upcoming schedule for the Phillies. The series with the Mets concluding tonight. They'll have a couple of days off before they leave again. They can look forward to a competitive series. San Francisco Giants will be hosting. They'll get started Monday night. Then they'll continue the road trip for the next series. the Padres hosting that one. So they'll be out and about over a good bit of that upcoming schedule. And Duda will come to the plate. Last season, he had a big 348 against the Phillies. Davis, the runner at first. Murphy's on at third. And Hamill's unable to find the strike zone. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
1-1 pitch is a circle change. That hits the target, 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Change up. He takes that one. Strike three called. Side retired. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. First look, Philadelphia bats coming right up. And Jonathan Neese gets ready to throw. He's starting the game for New York. And what is this Philadelphia lineup going to see from him today, Steve?
Well, Jonathan Neese on the mound.
And that's swung on and hit. Bay's going to play it. One away. We've got a moment to show you the Phillies lineup. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, every team would love a guy like Shane Victorino in your lineup. He's a speedy, scrapping type of player. Do anything he can to get on base. He'll let the ball hit him. He'll hit the ball out of the ballpark. He's also turned into one of the best defenders in the game.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Mets. This is how they line up on the field. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing up?
Well, you plug him into the outfield at any position, and you're going to expect some great play, and that's Andres Torres. He runs well. He can play all the outfield positions like I mentioned. He doesn't make many mistakes. Very fundamentally sound, and that's what you want from a guy who can play all those positions.
Taken by Victorino high for a ball.
Well, for a number of years, Phillies and Mets have been a great rivalry. A lot of trash talking going on. Pitchers pitching inside. The Mets have fallen off a little bit, but they always bring their best when they play against each other.
1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there, 1-1. Mets and Phillies, they are so close geographically. The rivalry obviously big because both teams have a history of winning some ball games. And the Phillies had the winning edge, 11 in the meetings they took last year.
Well, the Phillies were just consistent against the Mets, always winning 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and that's what the good teams do, win the series. The Phillies were that good team last year. The Mets hope they can become that moving forward.
The 1-2 on its way. Shane Victorino. He was not fooled by that one. That'll even it up.
We're going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
He delivers. There's a smash towards the hole, and Davis pulls it in.
Second base, number 26, Chase Utley.
Here's what the Mets have coming up in April. Philadelphia series wraps up tonight. They've got 2 days off, no games before the next road trip. They head to yet another venue, the Braves hosting that one. That'll get underway Monday. Then home sweet home as they return to host the San Francisco Giants. Great series there. First pitch a fastball. That's in there for a strike. Had an 0 for 4 last year against Jonathan Neese. And with 2 strikes on him now, Utley needs to protect, just make contact.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
Good 2-strike pitch, misses high, 1-2. That one swung on, hit in the air. It is foul, and just that close to being a homer. The 1-2 pitch. And Utley around another foul ball.
Well, even though he got ahead in the count here, 1-2 very quickly, you know he's in for a battle because this guy will shorten up just to put it in play. The pitcher has to be at the top of his game, even when he's ahead in the count, to get this guy out.
This one towards Bay. And that's out number 3. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Bay in the box now. His career batting average, 400 against Cole Hamels. Here's the pitch. Good eye by Jason Bay. It'll even the count up.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2. Hamels winds up 1-2 pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. The full count pitch. And he takes that one and misses for ball 4.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
And in the batter's box, it's Tolley. He has a 286 batting average against the Phillies. Started to go around, held up, but it's in there, 0-1. (0-1) offering from Hamels. Swing and a liner to right center. That looks like a single. Here's a great chance for the Mets. Make sure to catch this one next Tuesday. We'll see Adrian Gonzalez and the Boston Red Sox. They play host to the Texas Rangers. It's going to get underway at 7 Eastern.
Really looking forward to calling that game. It's got a chance to be a very interesting matchup between those two teams.
Tejada at the plate.
Now, he just not pick up the ball very well out of the pitcher's hand last time out. Struck out every at bat.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Hamels sets and throws. Looked like the circle change, and it just misses. 1-0.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Taken inside by Tejada for a ball. Over his career, 2 for 12 record against Hamels. 2-1 pitch. That's it, foul by Tejada. And the cut fastball's in there. Strike 3, 1 away.
A good two-strike fastball in on his hand. He couldn't pull the trigger.
And in the batter's box, it's Nice. Boy, he needs to get this out here. You do not want to give up that big hit to the opposing pitcher, especially with that top of the order waiting. Drops down a bunt. He snares it. And he throws to first in time on number 2.
Let's take a brief look here at the Mets and how they ranked in the National League last season. first in doubles, second in batting average, and they were the #2 team coming up with base hits. Outstanding job, contact at the plate, putting the ball in play, and finding holes.
Andres Torres gets to swing now with 2 away. 222 last season against the Phillies, playing in Philadelphia. You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning. This guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show something.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
No question about that. Things can change completely right here.
That one's drilled to short. Bay scores. State Farm leaderboard recaps the biggest group of thieves last year in the league. The Padres, #1. The D-backs, 2nd. In 3rd, the Mets. Dodgers, 4th. It's the Astros, #5.
Well, most teams have one guy who can steal bases. This team has a bunch of guys who can run. Last year, one of the top teams in the league at stealing bases. And you think, well, we got one base stealer out. Well, as soon as he gets out, here comes another. Seems like every time someone's on base, they have the ability to steal bases. Way too much pressure for the opposition.
2 outs, bases loaded. Wright gets set. Here's the first pitch. Wright fouls that one away. Hamels sets and throws, and Wright lets it go outside for a ball.
Tough start in this game, and obviously really laboring in this inning. Up over 20 pitches, and just can't seem to throw strikes.
There's a ground ball. There's one. That makes 2. And the Mets able to continue this offense.
Number 29.
Well, he handles that fastball on the inside corner very well. He clears his hands, rotates his hips, and gets himself a base hit to left.
Davis into the batter's box. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, so many quality at-bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
Now the 0-2, Cole Hamels can waste one if he wants to. Steve, absolutely right. They can't afford to give up too many more here. This thing's going to disappear from them.
And from the offense's perspective, hey, if they're making mistakes, capitalize on it, because you just don't know what's going to happen later in the game. Let's see what he does here.
Oh, what a piece of fielding by Pence to get to that. You get that early spark. A lot of runs now to defend that lead. The Mets lead it 3-0. Cleanup batter due up next. And it's Ryan Howard now.
Number 6, Ryan Howard.
Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. His career average 257 lifetime off the Mets. Here's the delivery. Good eye by Ryan Howard. Lays off that one, and we're even. Ground ball to Davis. And it's through. Credit Howard with a single. This one rolls through to the wall.
Let's take a look at Ryan Howard's season last year and how it turned out. 3rd best in RBIs, 6th in home runs, and of course he was very patient at the plate, ranked in the top 10 in walks, doing everything he could to get on base, taking the walk if they gave it to him.
Hunter Pence with a runner in scoring position. 11 career ABs, 2 hits off Nice. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. And Pence watches that one go by. Count is even. There's a swing and a ground ball. Murphy. One away.
Oh, we've got a moment to take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies. Last year, let's see how they rank. Second batting average of runners in scoring position. Fourth in triples. And they were in the top 10 in runs. An offense that was relentless. That ability to continue to put the pressure on the opposition and take pressure off their own pitching staff.
And Mayberry batting. One out with a runner at second. Well, there is one down here. You got a man on second base. Going to give up the pass. Maybe try for two.
The hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play.
So, up next, it'll be Placido Polanco. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Batting 1 for 5 lifetime off Nice. Here's the 1-0. Swing and lined up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Polanco. This a great situation for some offense.
Continuing this onslaught offensively, that base hit now loads the bases. All kinds of pressure on the hitter. Let's see what he does.
And Ruiz settles in. Steve, you got to like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Now, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on, contact made, and Torres. 2 away.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
And it's Hamels batting. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Smash towards the middle. That should be a base hit. Now here comes a runner from second. And Howard comes in to score. That's run number 2. And he's aboard. And got there with a 2-run single.
Look, when you start out the ball game, you do not expect to get production from the pitcher spot. Maybe a productive out, bunting him over or something, but picking up a couple of runs with a base hit. Nice job.
Torres is there. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. So they stretch across 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. The Phillies trying to get back into contention in this one. It's a little chilly here tonight. No sign of precipitation, though. And Duda will come to the plate. Spotted by Ruiz. Called strike, and Hamels got him 0-1. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Well, look, I'm a firm believer, and you have to establish your fastball, but he's gotten to that 2-seamer way too much in this game.
You look at the numbers on his other pitches and how often he typically throws them, and in this game, he has shied away from using his 12-6 curveball.
That's going to bring up Jason Bay.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
He walked and later scored his last time through. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. That's 1 down.
At the plate for the New York Mets.
And in the batter's box, it's Tolley. Let's see if he can notch another one. He's gone 1 for 1 tonight off Hamels.
You know, guys, if I'm going up there to hit right now, I got a hit on the cutter the last time. I'm going to look for it again.
Well, no one's driven in on the single he had last time up, but he has a chance to drive one in here if he can get one down the line or in a gap.
He delivers. Cut fastball, and it's by him. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Change up that time. Swings and misses. That'll be strike 3 and 2 down.
Shortstop.
I'll credit the pitcher right there. Good 2-strike pitch down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
Tejada at the plate. Average last year for him, 364 against the Phillies here at Citizens Bank Park. First pitch is a cutter, looked at 0-1.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Now the 0-2, Cole Hamels. He can waste one if he wants to. Now a moment to take a look at how this guy's been throwing in terms of quality strikes.
But what stands out is when he's been most successful is when he's hitting the inside and outside corners of the plate. He's keeping the ball out of the middle, and that's the way you have success in this league.
That's exactly it. Keep the ball out of the center of the plate, make it difficult for the hitter to center the ball on the bat.
So he ended that half inning with a strikeout. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Mets 3, Phillies 2.
Plate.
Leading it off, Shane Victorino, lined out in his last at bat.
Shane Victorino.
Here's the first pitch. Starts him off with one in there for a strike. He had a respectable 3 for 9 last year off Nice.
Here we go, Shane. Let's go, Shane.
Ground ball to Davis. And he's not able to get there. It rolls all the way to the wall. Victorino's heading for third. The throw, that tag, and he is out at third. And is Chase Utley now.
Well, I don't think Chase Utley has another 162-game season in him, but if he does, there's no reason to think that he can't reestablish himself as the elite hitting second baseman in the National League.
That one fouled off by Utley. For Utley, if he's able to get the games in, every time he's had 150 games or more, he's had 30 or more home runs, John.
Yeah, and it's been so many seasons since he's played 150, though. You have to wonder if that's in him anymore. He looked good in the 103 games he played in 2011, even though he was still dealing with that knee injury.
Swing and a ball hit well down the right field line into the corner. This one comes off the wall. Big lead, the RBI leaders last year, courtesy of State Farm. Look at Howard. He shows up third.
Well, it takes a special mentality to hit in the middle of the lineup and be a run producer. A lot of guys can do it. Some guys can't handle the pressure. Well, this guy right here can handle the pressure, and he seems to relish in it. He loves those big opportunities to hit with runners in scoring position, and he delivers with a ton of RBIs.
Here's the first pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. First time up. He got a nice double that came off Nice.
Now, I know he's able to get a hit off the fastball the last time, but I think you have to go right back there and challenge him again. I'm not saying you have to throw it in the same location or the same eye level, but you have to be able to go back to using your fastball. You can't shy away from it.
Howard will take it up high. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
The thing I've noticed about him today is how much he's thrown his two-seam fastball. Way too many times to these good hitters.
This guy is known for his curveball, that 12-6 curveball, that big breaker that gets hitters off balance, but they give up on it. He's leaned on his other pitches more, but what I don't understand is why is he ignoring his best pitch?
He swings now and really hit that. 2 away. Here's a look at the league leaders at the plate last season, brought to you by State Farm. You look at Pence, he's 4th.
Oh, what a season at the plate for him last year, Gary. And the numbers tell the story. He's a tough out. He's a defensive hitter when he gets behind the count. He just tries to put the ball in play, and that's why he had such a great batting average.
Pence at the plate. Last season for him, 1 for 5 off Nice. Utley at second. First pitch on the way to Pence. That's on the outside corner for a strike.
That's a great pitch right there. That 12-6 downer curveball on the outside corner. Not much he could do with that one.
And he's running on the move for third. Safe. He gets in there.
The doesn't justify the means. Somebody's going to talk to him and say, that's not good baseball. Why risk an out when right now a base hit scores you?
That swung on, hit on the ground. And Tejada picks it up. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. The inning complete for Jonathan Neese. Next, it'll be the Mets getting it going. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. And in the batter's box, it's Neese. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
Guys, you see the circle change pitch. It's been hit 2 times.
Well, a handful of runs here. Part of it might be because that pitch just isn't working very well for him. 2 hits coming off of it, but it's been bumpy at times.
Now the 1-0 from Hamels. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2. The 1-2 on its way. Line drive fouled off towards first. A line drive towards short. Picked up by Rollins. In time for the out.
Nice easy ground ball to shortstop, able to get over, make the play. Good strong throw across the infield to get the runner at first.
One away, Andres Torres up. His 4th time around, he's gone 1 for 3 off Hamels. The first pitch. Swung and a fly ball. This one to Victorino. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one.
The center fielder has a good angle to run this one down. He calls off the left fielder. Great catch.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. Singled home a run in his last at bat. And Hamels' pitch misses inside.
Well, that pitch just took off right there. It exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
And a called strike to Murphy. Hamels sets and throws. Murphy hits the ground ball. Utley fields it. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Cole Hamels. Battling through a tight ball game. Just 3 runs given up. 4 innings of work. Now you got to find a way to get a lead. On now, last half of the 4th inning. And Mayberry batting. He'll lead it off here. Bottom half of the 4th. And it's going to be Ramon Ramirez on the mound. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
When you can bring an arm like Ramon Ramirez is in the middle innings, you know you have a very good bullpen. Here's a guy that throws a fastball in the low to mid-90s. He has a great changeup and a great breaking ball. And the fact that he doesn't give up a lot of walks means to tell you that he's not afraid to throw it in the strike zone.
And the changeup, 1-2 now. One-two pitch coming. Got him. 1 away.
Well, 2 strikes. You have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. It went away, but he couldn't make contact.
And it's Placido Polanco. He singled in his last at bat. And the first pitch. That one fouled off by Polanco. Strike 2. Polanco's got to protect that strike zone.
Tough spot for the hitter right here. Down 0-2. You got to foul off that tough pitch if you have to.
The pitch. Contact. That one high in the air, but that's going to be foul down the right side. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate, that two-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
And Ruiz settles in. Lifetime 1 for 3 off Ramon Ramirez. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. The 1-0 now. Swing and a miss. Carlos Ruiz. No contact there to even it up.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that two-seam fastball.
1-1 on the way. Swung on, contact made, and Torres. And that one's put away to retire the side. No scoring here, ending this half inning. The Mets not letting the lead disappear.
Up to the plate.
Leadoff hitter David Wright, who has been a factor in this game. Last time, a nice 2-run RBI off Hamels.
And it came on a two-seam fastball, and we're going to see in this situation and count what pitch he throws him.
Yeah, with nobody in front of him on base, he won't have the chance to drive in another pair, but that was a big single he hit last time through.
Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed by Wright. That'll even it up.
Well, he throws his cut fastball hard, and it has that good movement. He still gets that up in the zone, was able to blow it by him at the letters.
Spotted by Ruiz. And the pitch from Hamels low that time for a ball.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
2-1 on the way. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Wright's going to be looking for something in the zone.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
Behind that time, and that takes the count full.
Well, that's a guy up there who's trying to do damage with one swing. Comes up empty on that cutter.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit in the dirt. Rollins picks it up. 1 down.
To the plate with the New York Mets. First base, number 29, Mike Davis.
Davis into the batter's box. Last time up, flew up. And the first pitch. Ball. And Hamels throws one outside for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on line to right center field. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today.
It's nice to get that runner on base with 1 out. Good piece of hit in that single. Now they got something to work with.
And Duda will come to the plate. This will be his 3rd time to the plate. He's got 1 hit off Hamels.
You know, you might want to go to the 4-seam fastball again, but after the hit he gave up the last time, you may want to wait till the right time in the count to go there.
Yeah, and that single he had last time didn't drive anyone in. However, he showed he can hit him and is looking to get something in the gap to bring home the guy on first.
He deals. Good cut fastball that time. He's in control with the count at 0-2. Fastball, this is inside, and it's 1-2 now. And he swings and hits this one foul. Swung on, missed, curveball struck him out, 2 down.
He chases the breaking ball for strike 3 right there. You got to lay off.
Runner on for Jason Bay. Just 1 hit in 22 ABs last year against the Phillies playing in Philadelphia.
And really got nothing to fall when he showed up at this park last year.
First pitch is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Cutter just off the black, and he falls behind 2-0. Good action to that cutter. Called strike 2-1.
With that good running action on that cut fastball, you think you're going to center it at the heart of the plate. It just moves off to the corner. He didn't offer.
And now Jason Bay has the 3-1 count.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Towards center field, and it's through. Bay ends up with a single at first. Here's a great chance for the Mets.
Kerry, that's how you hit the changeup. You have to be patient. You have to stay back and let the ball come to you. Doesn't try to do too much with it and picks himself up on the base hit.
And in the batter's box, it's Tolley. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Hamels throws one outside for a ball.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
Headed for the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. And Davis is home. Well, that pitch was upstairs, but he went up there and got it.
Nice piece of hitting. Got up on top of that ball and drove.
Tejada in the batter's box.
It's not surprising they're going to the bullpen now. I just thought maybe they waited a little bit too long. Should have gone and gotten him a little bit earlier.
Swung on, that is hit. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle, almost got him. Bay scores. A look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Cardinals. 2nd, the Phillies. 3rd spot, the Brewers. Mets 4th. And 5th best, the Reds.
Well, you absolutely love doing a game like this. 2 of the more clutch hitting teams in the league last season. These guys love hitting with runners in scoring position. And the thing is, it's not just one guy, it's the whole team. These guys love it. They like getting guys on base, and they love bringing them in. They're going to make the pitchers work extremely hard in this one.
The pitch popped way up there behind home plate. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. Hit up the middle. Oh, look out. Stutes throws on to first in time to retire the side. Well, they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. Mets with a 3-run lead. End of the order is going to try and kick it off offensively. And Stutes in the box. And now out of the mound we get Frank Francisco. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, when you need a big strikeout coming late in the game in a tough situation, Frankie Francisco is the guy that can come in and deliver. He established himself as a dominant closer, and there's no reason to think that that will end today.
Now the 2-0. Line drive. That's foul towards first. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And out number 1 as he steps on the base.
Number 11, Jimmy Rollins.
There's one away, and here's Jimmy Rollins in.
Well, if you're Jimmy Rollins, you have to consider 2011 a success. He's had injuries the previous few seasons, stayed healthy pretty much the entire 2011 campaign.
And that's the ball. He watches the inside pitch from Francisco. Jimmy Rollins is really one of the heartbeats of that Philadelphia team. That's why having him on the field, avoiding injuries, is so vital to their success.
Oh, there's no question about that. They've got to get him to stay on the field because he's got pop in his bat. He sets the table for the big bats in that lineup. And he's one of the best defensive shortstops in the game today.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. Here's a look at the State Farm leaderboard. The players with the most triples last year. A look at Victorino. He's number 2 on the list.
Well, it's nice when you can put yourself in scoring position with one swing of the bat. And this guy last year did it as good as anyone in baseball. A ton of triples for this guy. One of the league leaders in that department. And when he puts himself on third base, he can score in so many ways. He makes the hitters behind him so much better.
And that's the ball. He watches the inside pitch from Francisco.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
Ready with a 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike, bottom half of the zone. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Young, a little low, got it in the dirt, but he held on. And Victorino watches that one inside for a ball. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit. And that hit will bring the tying run to the plate. And he's in there.
Well, they're not out of this one yet. They're chipping away at this thing. Now just a 2-run margin. Let's see if they can keep it going. Well, a lot riding at Chase Utley's bat right here. He hits lefties, he hits righties, he hits just about anybody. You can see
he's running, heading for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
the offense got it done on the top, and the pitching got it done on the bottom half. And celebration as they head back to the clubhouse.
We take a look at our player of the game, delivering the goods for the ball club in this contest. David Wright. Boy, did he step up and take care of business.
Well, it just seems funny that every time you need a big hit, it seems like the middle of the lineup happens to be up. And that's what happened in this game today. The third hitter came up with that big hit to help his team to the victory.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. It's a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
Well, that time again. Thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, Sean Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.